Hey everyone, I am Nixie and welcome to July's manga haul. Now, it is a modest manga haul, a more modest manga haul should I say for me. That's because we've had quite a few figure releases these past few weeks. So the manga budget has been much smaller. So we'll go through the figures at the end of the video. So let's get into the manga that I did pick up this month. So first off, we're not going in any particular order. We are going to start with the Tokyo Pop's Wild Beast Forest House Volume 1. I haven't read this one yet. The colours that are on the inside though are so pretty. Like, I love the fact that Tokyo Pop are like dipping into this like webtoons graphic novel like full colour stuff. Like, it's so nice to see and it just adds like something a little bit different. This is a older teen, so it's like non-explicit as well, like if you're worried about that type of thing. So yeah, it's super cute, this sort of like beast folk situation, which Tokyo Pop has been releasing quite a few of that like type of story, and honestly I'm here for it. Next we have one from Aloha Comics. So they released Link Click, Day Off, Here You Are. So this is another one of their releases. I love the presentation of this. Like, I mean, it's a massive print size, but I really like this. It's a nice soft matte finish, and then the title Suckers, it's called Suckers by the way, is this nice like raised glittery font. So this again is like full color. I've read a bit of this, I have started reading this. So this is about a fabulous vampire and basically like his interactions with this human. So it is more in the format of things like Ice Guy and Cool Girl and Mr. Villain's Day Off, that sort of thing. So it's like a kind of like just different events and like just different interactions between the characters rather than like a full like story, I guess. It's just like little snippets, but it is like wholesome slice of life like comedy sort of story as well. So if you want something that's a bit more like easy reading and you enjoy vampires, then I recommend this one. The only thing that does kind of bother me, like I like this as like if we're just talking about this release, but the other releases like Link Click, Here You Are and stuff, they're hardback and like a different print size. So for me, as someone who likes to keep my collection publishers together, it kind of annoys me when like publishers also have like different sized releases as well. So I'm hoping that they are going to like release more in this like size. I know the catalogue isn't big, like the sort of like just going, but I hope they do release more in this sort of size, so at least then I can have like a section of like this size and then a section of like the hardcovers together. But that's just like personal preference. Moving on, we have In the Clear Moonlit Dusk of Volume 7. This is one of my absolute favorite like romances out there. It's so cute, it's so wholesome, and it's just one of those romances that like really makes like your heart flutter and like you just want to kick your feet and giggle. It's so cute. It's a high school romance, and it's like first relationships and like trying to navigate those like young blossoming feelings and like how to actually be in a relationship. But yeah, so cute. If you're gonna pick up any romance, like I highly recommend this one. It's so good. Next we have a new release from Kodansha. We have My Noisy Roommate, The Roof Over My Head Comes with Monsters and a Hottie. So this is a BL. This was a really fun read. I enjoyed this a lot. So this is like a supernatural BL. So this is about a guy who he's basically gets made homeless. He doesn't have a lot of money, and so he is like despairing, and this random guy comes up to him and is like, hey, do you want to come live in this like really fancy nice house? The early catch is you have to live with this other guy. So he's like, yeah, sure. It's a little strange, but yeah, why not? Which, FYI, if anyone ever approaches you like that, like, no, say no, like, do not agree to stuff like that. So yeah, he goes into this house, and it turns out that it's been haunted by a spirit, and it's this other guy's job to basically form a contract with them to basically move them to a different location. Super fun read, really enjoyed it, and I'm excited to read more of this one. But yeah, so much fun, and it was a nice like little supernatural thing. Then we have Never Let Go Volume 2. This is a BL Omegaverse. I loved the first volume, and I really enjoyed this volume as well. They're still sort of like trying to navigate their relationship, and was trying to find that balance between going into the adult world sort of thing, like going into work, but trying to balance that at-home relationship. I really enjoyed this. What I love even more is the artwork in this, guys. The artwork is so pretty. Like, it's very like delicately drawn. I don't want to like spoil anything. It is explicit as well, so I'm trying not to show anything like that. But yeah, like just the way that like the characters are drawn is like so delicately drawn, but also like really there's a lot of like detail into it, and yeah, it's such a beautiful manga. And like I say, I really enjoyed the story as well. I would like to see more of this, but unfortunately I think that's it for those guys. Then we have another romance. We have Cover My Scars with Your Kisses Volume 2. This is a 2-volume series as well, I believe. So this is about a dentist who meets like a CEO of a company that's quite high up. And again, this is like getting over past trauma, moving on and being able to like love again, like meeting that person that like teaches you how to love again and like heals the soul. Again, I really enjoyed this one. Their story wraps up really nicely, and I very much enjoyed it. Again, this is explicit. With Tokyo Pop, it's super easy to see like sort of what you're getting yourself into with like their little warnings and stuff on the back, so it makes it super easy. But yeah, this was a really great BL, and not much of a commitment with it being 2 volumes. Next we have another one of my favorite shoujos, guys. This is kind of the one that kind of sparked my interest in shoujos, because I didn't really like pick up that many before. But yeah, this is Honey Lemon Soda Volume 6, and this is a massive commitment series. Like, we're in the 20s in Japan, which is like wild. But yeah, Volume 6, I am still loving it just as much as I did when I picked up the first volume. Super cute high school romance. This one, there's a lot of like hits close to home moments like in this story, I feel like so far, and like it gets like it hits my emotions, like it hits me in the feels like quite a lot. And this one in particular, like some of the interactions really were like struck a chord with me, sort of thing. But yeah, I love this so much, and I wish that they would release them quicker than what they are. But yeah, so we've got to wait a few more months for Volume 7, but like I need more of this, like, and I need it yesterday. Super cute. Loved Volume 6. Next we have Volume 3 of Iliad. This is the mature hardcover version. There is a all ages version paperback, so just in case like you did want to pick this up, there are 2 different versions. great story. It's the Egyptian gods. It's toxic, red flag, not for the faint of heart, and things are kicking off in this. So like we're seeing like who's sort of like a bit more responsible behind the scenes to like these disasters happening, and someone meddling quite a lot, but yeah, things are like starting to proceed and starting to like move on, like the plot is plotting. But yeah, great story. Like I say, it's not for someone who wants like sweet, wholesome, fluffy BL. It is like the complete opposite. So if you are into like red flags, toxic, trigger warnings, then go ahead and pick this one up. Next we have The Villainess's Guide to Not Falling in Love, volume 2. How pretty is this cover, guys? Like these colors are just like, oh, yes, give it to me. I need more of this color in my life. But yeah, volume 2, I've not read this yet. I've only just got it, but I am really excited to get into this one. I thoroughly enjoyed volume 1. I'm not one of those people who sort of dip my toes a lot into like villainess stories, reincarnated, isekai kind of stories. Like it's just very oversaturated, and I don't really know where to start like in that sort of like genre. But yeah, I really enjoyed the first volume. This is about a lady who is like reincarnated. She wakes up in the body of this villainess who has a very tragic end, and she's not liked at all by like the people around her. So her mission is to go through life, sort of like fade into the background and just live a normal, boring, vanilla life and try not to get killed. That's her plan. She's trying to do this to the best of her abilities, and of course it's not going to plan. One of the things that like originally got the character killed was basically like falling in love with a certain character, and basically that was a disaster. So she's trying her best not to fall in love and not to get involved with anyone. Like I say, it's not gonna work, is it? But like I say, I really enjoyed the first volume, so I'm stoked to have the second volume. There is a light novel, I believe, which is coming out quickly of this as well, like if anyone's interested in the light novel version. Then we have a very exciting release. We have My Dearest Patrolman by Sublime. The only thing like about this, I kind of wish that they kept it as My Dearest Policeman, but you know, that's just in my mind. It is what it is. I heard a lot of like hype around this. There was a lot of excited people that this got licensed and it's finally released. This is a very wholesome story. It is a like a bit of an age gap, but it's like a older age gap sort of thing. So it's like 29 and 38. Just in case anyone's bothered by that. I know some people don't like age gaps, but yeah, just in case you don't like that. But this is a very like sweet story so far. So this is about a basically he used to be a delinquent, and he got his life turned around by meeting this policeman who basically like didn't leave him alone, but he helped to sort of like get him on the straight and narrow, and he ended up becoming a policeman himself, and he's held a torch for him for like a decade. But yeah, this was a very nice BL to read. And then another release that I was so hyped for, this couldn't get here quick enough, guys. I was so impatient for this release, and I'm so impatient for the next volume of this, and that is Engage Volume 2. I love this story so far. So if you did watch my other videos when I picked up the first volume of this, this is by the same author and is in the same universe as Sayonara Game, Change World, Love Nest, Love Nest Second, and it goes in that order. So this is like a whole universe created by this author, and it's concentrating on different couples. They are sort of like, they know each other, and they're sort of like, you know, their stories interconnect a little. So there's a very mysterious character like in Love Nest who Naru, who we didn't know much about. Like he was that like fabulous would-be heir to some big like company or some big brand, whatever. We really didn't get a lot of information about him, but I wanted to know more, and a lot of people wanted to know more, so we finally have like more of his story and more of his like romantic life in Engage. And I have been waiting for this for so long, and yeah, it is not disappointing. This author has gotten better and better with each story that they've been releasing, and like I say, I wasn't such a fan of Sayonara Game and Change World. It kind of was like, yeah, it's fine, but it doesn't really like stand out. But when we got to Love Nest, like that was like amazing, and Love Nest Second as well, great, fantastic, really enjoyed those. And then yeah, it's just getting better and better. So yeah, I already need the next volume, because like things are like, it's a bit more of a slow burn, but the way that this leaves off, it leaves off on a cliffhanger, and like I need the next volume. And then we have volume 3 of Sakura Saku. So this is the same authors of Aharu Ride words, which I freaking love that series so much. But yeah, so this is like their next series, and this is about a girl who falls ill on a train and a stranger helps her, and she's basically only left with like his name. So she kind of gets really heavily influenced by this like act of kindness. So like as she goes on, she will like never say no to someone that's like in need, that needs a hand, that needs help. She'll always like be there for people. And she's also made it like her life mission to try and find this person again, who helped her on the train. And then when she goes to high school, she meets a guy who has the same second name as the person that she's looking for. But yeah, I've really enjoyed this so far. I'm yet to read this volume because it's only just like I've not long picked it up. But yeah, it's really cute so far. Like things are already like happening, but like I said, I loved Aharu Ride, so if it's anything like that, I know that I'm gonna enjoy like the rest of this series. And then a final manga, guys. This is the final thing that I picked up in the month of July. We have Cinderella Closet Volume 6. So this is only, I wanted to say 9 volumes, and then the story is done, so we're like almost there, which is really sad. But yeah, another series that I really love. So this is about a girl who moves to Tokyo. She's a country bumpkin, and she's like, I'm gonna make all the friends, I'm gonna be a fashionista and like live my best life, make all the money, blah blah blah. And it obviously doesn't go to plan. It doesn't go to plan at all. So she is in a bit of a panic, and she's out shopping, and she basically makes a connection with this lady who is very well put together and everything. So yeah, they sort of like become friends, and it turns out that this lady is actually a guy. But yeah, this is such a cute story, guys. And I have loved every minute, and I'm still not ready for like this to end. So in this volume we get progression with the relationship. Lots of things like happen in this, and they're just like, they're so cute together, and they're so like supportive of each other, and just like a perfect match. So freaking cute. Like guys, if you want a really like cute romance again, this is a good option. Like I say, I'm really sad that it's gonna be ending like in a few volumes, but I also like can't wait to see like what happens and like how their story does wrap up. But yeah, that's everything that I picked up, guys. I told you like compared to my other hauls is a more modest haul, but yeah, that's because I picked up a bunch of figures these past few weeks, so we're gonna go through those. Hopefully I'm gonna insert some footage here as well, So I did get 2 resin figures, but YouTube will not like me sharing those because they are NSFW figures. But yeah, the other things that I did pick up, I got the Draken figure, which is matches up to the Mikey figure that I got from the volume 21, I think, cover Japanese release. This is such a beautiful figure, guys. Like just the detail in on his clothes. I will say I'm not such a massive fan of the base, because the base is like really big, so it makes it hard for Mikey and Draken to be like together on the shelf, because Mikey's base is also very big. But yeah, Draken's is just like, it's just like a big square, like it's like there's nothing really to it. But yeah, his clothes are super detailed, really nice, with like the see-through sleeves. You can obviously see the tattoo on his head, and it's very well made. It's got a good weight to it as well, and I'm very like impressed with this figure. He's, like I say, he's beautiful. It did not disappoint. Then we have this super cute Fate Grand Order figure. She is freaking adorable. I love the colors so much. Like, this is my color palette that is just so pleasing on the eyes for me. Like, the base is gorgeous as well, like simple but effective. I love the little like badge details on it, the little necklace, the jumpers are like just super cute. I want this jumper. The little like paw print on her like feet. And yeah, just the scarf, the hat, everything, like super adorable. I'm so happy I picked this up. And like, she has a good weight to her as well. Like, she doesn't feel like cheap plastic whatsoever. I'm really impressed with the quality. And then we have we have the Dakachi bunny figures that got a re-release along with the 10 count ones. But yeah, I've been waiting for these bunny figures to get a re-release. I wasn't sure whether they would, so I'm super happy to have them, because scalpers were trying to sell them for absolute ridiculous amount on the internet. But yeah, I love the details. I love Junta's little bunny tail as well. But yeah, super beautiful figures. They do weigh a little bit more than the 10 count ones, so they do feel like sturdier than the 10 count bunny figures. But yeah, so happy to like finally have these in the collection. And then moving on, I always forget this guy's name, Hajime. So this is like an idol bunny figure. I do need to pick up the other one. There's a counterpart to this one, but I love the detail on this, like the rose, the like little outfit, his like bunny ears in his like top hat, his little bunny tail as well. Like super beautiful figure. Like, I'm so happy, and I managed to find him for a really good price off Mercari Japan. He was like way less than retail price, and he was still like boxed, unopened, like still had the tissue paper around the box, so like an absolute bargain that I just like couldn't believe. And then finally I got 3 Nendoroids this month as well. So starting off, we have my Goofy boss, and if you haven't watched this anime, go watch the anime because it's so cute and so wholesome. Like, it's the most BL anime I've watched without it actually being a BL. But yeah, super wholesome. Highly recommend that you go watch it. But yeah, so the Nendo's super cute. I love that they've got the little kitty cat as well, like his little grumpy face. But yeah, super cute. And then we also have the Cherry Magic Nendos are released as well, which they do feel a little bit plain of these ones. They do come with like some accessories, but like not a lot. But I love the little like hand holding hands option as well, so I'm super happy with these. Super cute, love them. The Nendo collection is growing, guys, and I kept telling myself that I was not going to go down this rabbit hole, but here we are with, you know, all of these behind. I've even had to start on a second shelf. So yeah, there's me saying that I'm not going to collect Nendos. I should have gotten the Heaven Officials Blessing ones this month because I missed out on those the first time that they got released, but they got pushed back a month, so they're releasing at the end of August. I was also supposed to get the Huachan Good Smile figure as well, but again that's been pushed back as well to the end of August. But yeah, so that's the figures that I picked up like in the past few weeks as well. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna leave this one here. If you enjoyed the figure like section as well, like I'll definitely include those in these videos as well if you're interested, because I do have more pre-orders that are coming up as well. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye everyone.